Hello, and who are you rooting for? That question actually says a lot about you in certain situations. And this is not just about sports. We root for restaurants, we root for investments of time and money, we root for clothing lines, we root for contestants on The Bachelor. There are so many people that we root for. When you're a kid, it's easy. You either pick by your hometown team, the team your parents like, the team your parents hate because your parents don't like them, colors, logos. Those sort of things influence us, and we like those teams, we develop a relationship, and we cheer for them. And unfortunately, our teams don't always win. We don't decide to back a team like the Lakers or the Dodgers or the Patriots. And instead, our hometown team has to just try every year. And a lot of teams, the results are not great, and you find yourself having to root for other teams because you're still invested in whatever the sport is, or the clothing line, or the league, or the contestants. And when it's two teams you don't care about, I think that says something about you. Maybe you root for the underdog, you root for the great story, you root for the great team because you say that you just love greatness, but actually you're just a really bad loser, and so you just can't lose, and so you root for the great team. Or else you bet on the game, and that's what influences your decision. But what happens when you hate both teams? That's when it says a lot about you. That's when you have to decide where your allegiance lies. Is it just whatever team makes your team look better if they win? Is it the long history of a rivalry? Is it a player who is great, but you can't stand him? You think he's cheated his way to the top. You hate seeing his success. Do you root against him all of the time? And so this is where we can really find out our values. It's not as easy to figure out your values when you're picking between two great options. But let's say you're rooting for the biggest game of the year and you dislike both teams. Where do your values lie? The team you pick actually says a lot about you.